Hello guys, welcome to this video today when I'm gonna be testing Resident Evil 4 Remake on the 4090, but there's a catch. I'm gonna be testing it in 8K, not 4K, not 1440p. I'm gonna be testing it in 8K. So this card is very powerful for 4K. It runs any game, you throw it at 4K, no problem. It's like 90 or like 100 FPS or 120, probably sometimes 200 FPS in 4K games, no problem. So I'm just gonna try Resident Evil 4 Remake in 8K on the 4090. I'm gonna be going through the options to see if it's like everything is maxed out, because it should be maxed out by default on the 4090. So this is another account that I am using. I'm not using my main account because my main account already beat the game 3 times. I don't want to use my save to you know, test the game. So I'm pairing it with an i7 13700K with 32 gigs of RAM that is running at 6800 megatransfers per second, and RTX 4094, that's for sure. The VRAM usage is 5. I have no idea current VRAM. Probably it's because it's just the main screen, and I'm running at the latest drivers for the NVIDIA. Alright, so let's go through the game and see how it runs on 8K. I mean, right off the bat, it is a little bit stuttery. It's not stuttery because it's not performing well. I think it's just because it's 30 FPS. It's 26 FPS. It's cinematic FPS. Oh no, that's not good. I mean, I'm gonna be doing FSR, that's for sure. But man, the game looks so much better than just native 4K. I know that my screen is just 4K and I'm just seeing 4K pixels, but it looks better. It's just like as if I used 4K
How far could he have gone?
and thrown at it like a very badass anti-aliasing. The graph is not really running good because it's like all over the place, but this is like native 8K. There's no upscaling involved. And also because the vegetation is so intensive on the GPU to render, so that's why it's just running at like 26 FPS to 30 FPS. It's not all bad though. I mean, 30 FPS is good, but I bet with FSR it's gonna look much better. It's not gonna look much better, but it's gonna perform much better actually. Look at that CPU, it's at 6%. My CPU is not even working. I mean, yeah, it is 44C, but the temperature does not. I mean, it's just probably just one core that's going nuts. All right, so let me just go introduce some ray tracing. Wow, so actually if I go to introduce ray trace lighting and shadows, it just gives me more FPS. That's weird. It's supposed to tank the FPS, not it's supposed to decimate it. Well, that's weird, but I don't care. It gave me more FPS. That's good. Just gonna go ahead and enable FSR. I think it's gonna crash because when I enabled FSR before, it crashed. And I'm just gonna pause the recording right now and enable it. Quit to the main menu and then do FSR Quality. All right, where the main menu, go FSR Quality. It hitched. I hope it doesn't crash. It did not crash. Yes. All right, so let's go. Oh, now it crashed. All right, so I launched the game again, and I hope it does not crash. I think it's still on FSR Quality. I hope so. Yeah, it's still in FSR Quality. I'm gonna go through the main game again. Standard. I already beat the game. I'm not gonna do a hardcore game run. I'm just gonna do standard, run through the game, the first section of the game actually. And hey, games are supposed to be fun, not you're not supposed to pull your hair out. So this is better. From 26 FPS to nearly 40 FPS. It's 39 FPS. This is much more playable. Just FSR quality, and it's still rendering the game more than 4K. I think it's rendering the game at 7K or rendering the game at 6K. I'm not sure that it's like 4K, but I'm pretty sure that it's more than 4K. Because it's quality. It's not gonna go all the way to 4K and then upscale it to 8K. I think that's gonna be Ultra Performance. If I go Ultra Performance, probably it's gonna go render the game at 4K. And wow, this game is so still beautiful. Even though with FSR, I can't even tell. I can't even tell. Probably because I have it's probably because I just have a 4K screen. I'm just seeing 4K pixels. But I cannot tell that it's like rendering the game at not 8K. 8K looked better than 4K, the native 4K. In my eyes, in my same screen, it looks better than native 4K. So yeah, as soon as I get to the door, it's like more than 45 FPS. But here in the foliage and vegetation and water, it goes to the 30s, high 30s. But it's really still good. I mean, 8K. This GPU can run games at like 8K. That's really good. And with the help of FSR quality, I can't complain. I mean, it doesn't look bad. And probably Ultra Performance is not gonna even render the game at 4K and upscale it to 8K. Probably it's gonna render because 4K, native 4K gives me like, it gives me 90 in this section. It gives me like low 90s to high 90s. When I go to the doors, like 120, 130 FPS. But in this section from here to the door, it's like give me like low 90s and high 90s. It's mixed. So I'm just gonna enable FSR Balanced and see how it's gonna run. I'm just gonna I don't want to I want to go straight to the performance, but I'm just gonna try Balanced and see how it runs. Okay, I'm gonna do FSR Balanced. It did not crash. That's a good sign, and I hope it does not crash. Okay, some 5 FPS boost, 4 FPS boost from like 39 to 43. It's a good. I mean, it still looks better than native 4K, but it's still, again, it's not quality. It's balanced. It's supposed to give me more of a boost than this. Like 4 FPS is not. It's not really impressive. Probably performance, FSR Performance is gonna give me a better FPS. It's gonna perform better than this, and it's gonna look it's still gonna look better than the native 4K. Let's just go to settings and enable FSR Performance. Wow, that's a big jump from like 39 to 51. That's like 12 FPS. And it looks much smoother right now. It feels smoother too. It looks smoother and feels snappy. It feels responsive. I'm just gonna go through this section that has a lot of vegetation. And as soon as I get to the door, I'm probably sure it's gonna be 60 FPS or more. That. Also, no, it's like 60 FPS. It's not more than 60 FPS. It's like high 50s to 60 FPS. But hey, 8K. Well, it's not actually rendering the game at 8K. Probably rendering now at 6K or like 5K, and then upscaling the output to 8K. But it still looks better than native 4K for sure, and I can tell. My eyes can tell. Wow, we're gonna go through like here. See that FB. You see, as long as it's, I don't know why it's like, it's weird. When I go introduce lighting, and this game uses ray tracing, so the lighting is ray traced and shadows are ray traced and everything is ray traced, like real-time ray tracing, it gives me an FPS boost. It's supposed to tank my FPS, but I don't know. It's weird, and it's not janky. It's just weird. It's good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Ultra Performance FSR, and I bet this is still not 4K. This is still not 4K. This is still more than 4K. I don't know. Probably I have to do like very, very, very low Ultra Performance to reach 4K rendering, and then upscale it to 8K. But this is still looking better than like native 4K. 8K gaming is really true with this card. Like using DLSS and FSR, obviously, but it's still 8K. It probably won't look like 8K on an 8K screen, but on my screen, it's because it's 4K, it looks better than native 4K for sure. 70 FPS, 8K output, wild. I'm just interesting because now it's like 60 FPS and more. How much FPS am I gonna get in the house? So if I go through, the door's gonna close and I'm not gonna be able to go all the way, you know, outside again.
Anyone home?
No, I'm not gonna run. Somebody closed the door. I'm sure that somebody closed the door. It's not just like the door closed on its own, because it's locked now. You see? Man, 70 FPS on 8K. Resident Evil 4 Remake. And it did not crash. I tried running it before and it crashed. As soon as I enabled FSR Performance, it crashed. I don't know why. Probably the game is not optimized for 8K, but it's really running at 70 FPS. Oh, no kidding. This is really good. I mean, inside the house, it's like more than 60, like high 60s and low 70s. I like. I'm just gonna go through with the mission. Just look for somebody in the house. Well, yeah, I mean, it is running very good. It's not stuttering. Look at that graph. It's like, aside from those two hitches because it was loading something, it's real flat. Oh, now it's like 90s.
Sorry.
And it is still rendering the game in more than 4K and upscaling it to 8K. Probably now it's 5K or 5.5K, and it's upscaling it to 8K. But I can tell that it's still more than 4K, because at 4K here I was like getting 130 FPS without even FSR. Wow. Look at that VRAM usage. It's allocating 18.5 gigabytes and using 12, nearly 13 gigabytes of VRAM. Wow. And the RAM too. Like the system RAM is like allocating 13, nearly 14 gigabytes, but only using 5. Oh, that scream is not good. That scream is saying that somebody is dead.
Good.
Well, I know because I beat the game. And I really played the first, like the original Resident Evil 4 just like only a billion times. I'm really digging this resolution now. I don't know. I don't know if I can go back because it looks really better than native 4K. I thought native 4K looked so good, but this is like, this is way better. This looks so much better than native 4K that I just want to play the game like this. 8K and using FSR Ultra Performance.
I read you. situation?
Somebody else died. The other cop. This is like using 4K because I'm just seeing 4K right now. Like the resolution that hit in my eye is like 4K
What was that?
because my display is only 4K, it's not 8K. But it's like 4K and mixed with some really good anti-aliasing. This guy's head is upside down and is still moving. Look at his eyes. Creepy. To the eye. I know that I just wasted a bullet, but well, the game really looks better, and I think I'm gonna replay the game like this. If you have a 4090, oh my god, I remember this guy. I don't want him to see me because I only have. Wait, what? Did I just reload? Oh yeah, did I have ammo? Or do I have infinite ammo? I don't know. What is happening? Did I just reload the game, the gun? Let me just make sure. Okay. I just reloaded the gun again. How is this happening? Go back. I have infinite ammo. I don't know how. I think it's just a glitch, but I have infinite ammo. Go back to your room. You're grounded. Man, I don't know. I'm just gonna save it and probably do a playthrough of this like this, of the game like this. Because infinite ammo, you have to really beat the game at hardcore and you have to really do some really hard stuff to get the infinite ammo. Actually, no, I think you have to get
Bruce.
the cat ears.
This is
No. Yeah. Actually, yeah, it's easy to infinite ammo is easy. But I don't have it on this account.
Our intel was correct then. Well done.
Need a location on a nearby lake.
All right, I already seen this. I just want to see the section that's like right here. Wow, this game looks. I'm out of breath. I cannot even talk. Out of breath and out of words. 8K, guys. This is 8K running at 70 FPS. And the GPU is like probably screaming at me right now. I cannot hear because I have my headsets on. But man, this game is really good. I'm gonna kill this crowd. Okay. Animal cruelty. Oh, 911. Yeah, so well, this is really good. This is my benchmark of the Resident Evil full remake 8K. This is really running very good. Actually on like native 8K it's like just running at 30 FPS, 35, but if you use FSR probably performance. Now, I'm not gonna say quality because quality does not give a big bump, but FSR performance, it gives you like 20 FPS bump and 50 like it goes to 50, goes to like high 50s and low 60. It's really good. Ultra performance probably on an 8K screen is not gonna look bad. It's not gonna look good, but I don't know. I don't have an 8K screen, but this is really running very good. It's running smooth. It's playable. It's really playable. All right, guys. I'm gonna try it probably on another GPU, probably the 4080 or something like that, and see if it's gonna run at 8K in the 4080 or the 3090. All right, so let's see you on the next video. Ciao.